The Mortgage Minute today being brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, Geneva's got the programs and the products. You just need to make the call, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The S&P 500 now up 68 points. 10-year treasuries down 18 basis points. Not good news for our seniors, but it's better than it was earlier today. They're the ones living off that fixed income. Mortgage-backed securities up 108 basis points. This is crazy what's going on in these right now. That means mortgage rates are down. Speaking of mortgage rates, OBMMI provides the most comprehensive, accurate, timely, and interactive analysis of pricing ever conducted in the mortgage industry. What are they telling us that rates actually locked at on Friday? Because they do have 35% of all mortgage transactions nationwide. 30-year conforming, 6.72. Jumbo, 6.491. FHA, 6.524. USDA, for those in the rural areas, 6.483. And the best loan on the market for those that earned it. That would be the 30-year VA loan. Locked Friday, 6.361. Why? Why is all of this happening? What's driving these markets? All those numbers, you can get them on that super secret website, google.com. But why are these things happening? Well, here's the issues. Kathy Jones, chief fixed income strategist for Schwab Center for Financial Research, believes the worst in the bond market is behind us. We sure hope so. She referenced that the bond market, which was the first into recession-like conditions, may be the first out. That would be, for those of you accounting wizards, FIFO, first in, first out. She also cited that yields much higher. With yields much higher, it's now becoming an attractive investment, which will help to push yields lower. OPEC, I told you, they're going to meet in Vienna, Austria on Wednesday to decide the next phase of production policy. Looking at a historic output cut of over 1 million barrels per day. That will not be helpful. That'll help us get our gas prices back to $100 a barrel. That is not good. That is inflationary. We know that inflation is the archenemy of bonds. Fed Vice Chair Lael Brainerd spoke on Friday and said, quote, maybe she was listening to Ron Siegel radio. It will take time for the full effect of tighter financial conditions to work through different sectors and to bring inflation down. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Continuing the quote, we also recognize that risks may become more two-sided at some point. Uncertainty is currently high. Another one.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
And there are a range of estimates around the appropriate destination, the target range for the cycle. Proceeding deliberately and in data-dependent manner will enable us to learn how economic activity and inflation are adjusting to the cumulative tightening and to update our assessments of the level of policy rate that will need to be maintained for some time to bring U.S. inflation back to 2%, unquote. Unbelievable. Her comments acknowledge the two-sided nature of the impact of their hikes and opens the door for a 50 basis point hike instead of a 75 basis point hike on November 2nd. Don't forget, we get our mole, Nick Timiraos. He is from, I think it's the New York Times or the New York Post, one of those. He actually tells us ahead of time what the Fed's going to do. Somehow they leak the information to him. Just surprise, another surprise. But we're going to get a lot of data this week. We've got the ADP report, the jobs report from the BLS. Market's expecting 200,000 jobs creation by ADP and 250,000 by BLS. Expecting the unemployment rate to stay at 3.7%. That is the Mortgage Minute, brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, Geneva's got the programs and the products. You just need to make the call, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990.